The men's shelter in Fort Simpson, Northwest Territories needs expensive renovations or a new location. The shelter manager and 3 staff resigned last weekend after the shelter's board said they weren't ready to relocate the shelter to the former Pentecostal church. Avery Zingel reports.
Buckets catch water from the leaking roof where resident Clinton Krause is watching TV. Last week, he was excited to hear that the 10 men who stay here might get a new place. Like many of the residents, he's on a waiting list with Northwest Territories Housing.
My name's Clinton James Krause. We're living in the shelter and the housing's not doing very much right now. I've been waiting for 3.5 years for housing.
Fort Simpson has 26 people waiting for public housing. That's from a report by the Auditor General this week. It gave Northwest Territories Housing a failing grade. Krause has similar feelings about the shelter. He says the building is moldy, the roof needs replacing, and the floor is uneven after a devastating flood hit Fort Simpson in 2021. That's why the former shelter manager proposed a move to the Pentecostal church. But the society that runs this shelter says it wasn't ready to jump on that proposal. Shelter Society board member Sean Welly says the existing shelter needs work. It's hard to heat, and they have $100,000 right now to fix up the place. He says the society wants to move into a new building in less than 2 years. He says the proposal to move the shelter to the church isn't quite dead in the water, but moving there would take work, like consulting neighbors and making municipal zoning changes. Welly acknowledged the shelter manager and several staff quit when they learned the board wasn't ready to accept the proposal. Krause says the people who live here are like family. They also work together.
These are all my brothers.
But he says there are hazards to living here.
They got to do upgrading on the roofing, and then is mold in the back garage, and that's not very healthy.
Welly says the Fort Simpson Shelter Society is drawing up a transitional housing proposal with money from the CMHC. Such a building would be designed for 10 transitional housing units and 10 warming shelter spaces. He says that could take years. Avery Zingel, CBC News, Lidley-Quint.